Hello and welcome. As you can see by the title, we are going to look at the two heaters behind me, which I found at the dump. Someone else tossed them out, so go over. I've already ordered parts for these. So these are the Heatstar 125 thou BTU kerosene heaters. So I went ahead and cleaned them out already. I've been letting them dry for about a week. This one here, the rougher looking one, had a bit more debris in it, flake and stuff, which came out. It's got a broken stand just down the bottom. I do have the piece, so I'm going to try and, if I can get it going, I'll fix that up as well. But this is the better looking one out of the two. They both had their power cords cut, so I got those parts. What I did go and do, because I was going to buy and make up my own power cord, buy the plug and the electrical cord and stuff, make my own up. And then I saw these at Home Depot for like $7. The plug itself, just without wire, when I was looking at the parts, was just over $7 before tax, Canadian. And these were just over $7. So I figured I'd just chop it down, but then I figured might as well just wire the whole thing in, 40 foot. I checked out the specs for these. You can run a 100-foot extension cable cord if it's 16 gauge wire. This is 16 gauge wire and it's 40 foot, so I can just wire that straight in. Its amperage draw is way over what this draws, so we should be all good. So I'm just going to cut off the end plug and just run the whole 40 foot because it will be used in the workshop. That way I don't have to run another cord to it. I can just use the one that's on it. So I'm going to do that. So I'll do that first. I've already cut one down here. I'll wire this one up first. This one will just work on this one today and see where we get to. That's what I get. So I ordered the filter kit for it. I mean, this one didn't look too bad. But I'm going to keep this one and the gasket. But I did buy the whole that came with a kerosene, looks like filter as well, which is good. And then the rotor kit, that's your one. These what usually go in them, of what I've just been reading up on them. So I just went ahead and ordered those. We do have spark in this one. We have spark, the fan works. So I did a brief look over it. So yeah, we'll get it wired in properly. Then we'll put that rotor kit in, which pumps all the air through. Put the new one in. The filters. Then I think I'll adjust, because you've got to adjust the PSI in there. This is the back off the actual motor where all the filter and everything else goes, and you're supposed to set this one. I think I was reading in the manual, this one runs at 5.1 psi, so I just got a digital gauge off Amazon. Just going to screw it in and we'll just adjust that till we get to around about the right pressure, and then I'll put some fuel in and yeah, see if she fires up. It's supposed to be, these ones, the 125 thou BTU is supposed to heat up about 3,000 square feet, so they're pretty decent. So I'd like to get them going. So yeah, let's get into it. Wire this in first, and then get the rotor and the filter kits in, and then go from there. Okay, there you go. That was pretty easy. The earth up there, we just basically followed everything they had. Spade connectors, the first ones were too wide. Just put some narrow ones in that didn't have the shielding, and then put my own heat shrink over it. Just heat it up there, and yeah, plug it in, see if she goes now. Okay, she's plugged in. Let's turn that down. Oh, lights on, nothing's blown up. Cool. Put power back to it again. Let's get to the other jobs. Then I'll put that rotor kit in. I'll take this off. It's just, I think, 3 screws on both sides here. And yeah, we'll get that rotor kit back in. We'll do the filter, kerosene fuel filter, and the air filters at the back there, and then see if we can set it right to the right PSI. Again, so this is 5.1. That was just in the manual. Some people, like some of the videos I watched, said that was on the actual heater, but I couldn't find it anywhere. But I did find it in the actual instruction manual that I downloaded, and it said 5.1 PSI for this guy, so that's what we'll set it to, and then we'll chuck some fuel in once we get all that done, and we'll see if it actually lights up, and then adjust it where needed. So this is where your air filters go in here, in your gasket, and behind here is where the rotor goes. We've only got the 1 screw left in here. I can't remember how many were in there, 3 or 4. Get that off and do that first, and then yeah, put this back together, and then we'll do the other filter. I think I just got to clean the little photo cell that tells it to ignite and to stop and start, so that's just down here. Just slide that out and I'll clean it. That's your spark at top. We've got a good spark. Hoses look generally good. I'll just go over them one more time and have a look. And that, your fuel and air hoses. I don't know which one's switched right there. This one might be your fuel right there, and the other one air. And that. And it kind of basically just draws the fuel up and atomizes it into the actual heating tube here. I'm not too sure what you call that, but yeah, the heating tube, and then just ignites it. So yeah, through that. This just needs a little bit of a clean too, so I'll just clean this out as well while we're there, and put it back together. That's it without the rotor, and the rotor sits here on the shaft, goes through the fan, and that just spins it and then pumps air in to the valves and through the hose here. Let's give that a clean. I might just clean this off, give it a light sand, some wet and dry, just get some of the scum off and that. Seems pretty good. The surface still seems pretty good. I'll clean it up and see what it looks like, and then we'll go on from there. So I just sanded that down with some 1000 grit wet and dry. Just cleaned it up. Doesn't seem to be any grooves. Mostly just check to make sure there's not really any deep grooves, because the rotor, when it's going around, you want a pretty good seal. You don't want any sort of wear grooves in there. It doesn't look too bad. I can't feel anything. That seems pretty good. So yeah, now just chuck some carb cleaner in there. Just clean that end of the debris in there. And we'll stick that new rotor kit in there, and that. And I'll clean that photo sensor. And then I think we're almost there. There's really not a lot to them. I wouldn't say they're super technical. I mean, they're up there, but say there's parts that you can't work on. This is my first time working on one of these. Never even used one in the garage actually as a heater, so but if you're really not that confident, it should be said that you probably shouldn't be working on them, especially electrical and so on. So unless you're real confident on that sort of stuff, maybe stay away from it. But yeah, okay, we'll clean that up, that photo sensor, and then yeah, we'll get in to put in that new rotor kit in there. Okay, there you go, that's all back together with its filters in and that. Next I think I'll adjust why there's no fuel in there. This adjusts the pressure here. I'm just going to put in our pressure gauge in here just so you can see what it's reading. I did check this, apparently these do crack a lot too, so I checked ours here. Ours looks pretty good. So we'll see how that goes. See if I can adjust the pressure now before I go and change the fuel filter and then add some fuel. I'm probably just going to put some fuel in a jar or something. I'll pull the fuel filter out and just stick it in that. I don't want to fill this up right now. I don't plan on using them straight away if I can get them going. But yeah, we'll see if we can adjust it. Let's see how that goes. Okay, it's got my little digital pressure gauge screwed in there into the bottom hole. It's a 1/4 inch, really if you're wondering, fitting, 1/4 inch fitting. So yeah, I'll just turn it on. It's set to PSI. We need to get to 5.1. It just cut out, I think. What did it cut out? But no, I think we got pretty good. Much got it there. It's like 5.1. Just jigging between 5.2 and that. So we'll give that a go. Yeah, we'll change out the fuel filter. I think we're ready to go. I'll move it outside so we don't burn the house down. See if she can fire up. We changed out the filter. The one didn't look that bad. I mean, whatever, this one came with the kit, so change it out. I think I'll just keep this one as a spare, maybe still. Just back up if I need it. Easy, just pulls off with a little force, just and then pops the other one on. Kit did come with this other inline hose one. I can't see that, doesn't seem to go on out there. This kit fits different models, so it's just for a different model. Yeah, so yeah, I think we're ready to go. I'm just gonna say, like I said, I'm not gonna fill this whole thing up because I'm not really using it straight away. I'm just gonna put this into the bottle of kerosene that I've got and just see if it fires up. and if it works at all, if we've got other problems we can look at. So we'll see how that goes. Okay, I've just been mucking around with the last 30 minutes just trying to like we have spark, we have all these other things, and it wasn't getting fuel through. I've just checked the diagram, and on mine it shows this one here is going down to the fuel right now, but on the diagram it shows that fuel should be at the back and air should be at the front. So I don't know if it could be that simple. Well, it's not, but I will swap them around and I will see if that works, because yeah, we pretty much have everything else there. So see if that does it. I'll swap these two lines around and see if that fixes it. So that was it. It was just the fuel lines back to front. It's working really well now. I've just been adjusting the pressure, but not bad. That's awesome. So yeah, it's got to put it back together. It's working awesome. So maybe tomorrow I'll have a look at this guy, and hopefully that's just as easy to fix. Your way. Okay, next day, second one we're going to work on. I think I'm going to fix the frame first. It broke off. And that, I think it was already kind of partially broken anyway, but I got the two pieces. I think the plan is to just sleeve. Got another piece of tubing that I'll cut. And I think we'll put it down to this nut bolt here, so then we can drill straight through it and bolt those two together, and then I'll put another hole at this end, screw those two pieces together, and then the middle one there can hold the rest together. That is the plan. I mean, they're cheap enough to buy, I think. Canadian, they're about 26 bucks. Yankee dollars, I think they're about 13, but I mean, I think I can fix this fairly easy, so you're not really wanting to spend more money than you have to on this, so keep it as low as possible. So let's get into that and fix it, hopefully. Okay, got the two broken pieces off. I've sleeved these in and just used some old nut and bolts just to hold these two. The one that connects to the actual tank goes through here, so we'll still put that one through. These ones here should sleeve up to about the middle, so we'll use these old holes. We'll re-drill through these pieces when it's all bolted to the actual tank again. Should all hold together. Nice easy fix. Okay, that's the two sleeved together. Just left about the gap what I cut off the damaged material there. And again, we'll drill through that. That's the hole where the original hole was for the bolt to the tank, so we'll still put that one through once we get it together. Drilled the two new holes here, so this sleeve part comes up to about halfway in between the two holes here. So this one here, once it's bolted, we'll hold it, and then yeah, again we'll drill that one once we get it in. But no, looks good, functional. Okay, that's the frame fixed. I ended up, because we cut a little bit off and just like it was bent, it sat a bit lower, so we put a bit of metal just to stabilize the front bracket, just screws the top, and screwed in there with a self tapper, and then just put some old feeder head on just to bring it up to level. Does the job. Yeah, so next we'll just get into what we did like yesterday. I think same sort of pattern. Have to redo the wiring, put the same cord in, do that, do the rotor kit, do the filter. We'll fire up and see if she goes. We'll have two. shop heaters. Awesome. That one now we just have to, really all I have to do on the one I did yesterday is the, I think I'll just take the tubes out, see if I can fix the punches in them rather than buying whole new tyres. I don't think I need to get those inflated again. That's all on that one. So this one's pretty much the same as that one. I could still do the wire. I will do the wire, and I'm just missing that little grommet that goes in here, but I can order that and put that in later. But no, we'll do that and yeah, fire up and see if this one goes. Okay, we're all wired up and we're good there to go. This one, the hoses weren't connected to hang it off, but at least they're not back to front like the other one. I've got good spark. I'm just going to take them off, put some clamps on them. This one, and so yeah, the air, the fuel on this side, pipes still, hose still look good, and then this one's off at this end too, so we'll get that on. We'll get that on, and then we'll do the rotor kit, I think, and the filter kit in there, and then it's just the fuel filter in here. Then I think we're good to go to try it out. So get those on, and yeah, see if this one fires up. So we did the hoses are all secure now. With the fuel filter, I'm actually using the other one that I took out from the other heater there. This one that I took out just now is pretty gunked up, but the other one I took out wasn't too bad, so I'm going to use that even though I've got another new one. This one from the other one is pretty good still, so I'm going to use that. Throw this guy out. He's pretty gunked up, so get rid of him. Yeah. So with all that done, yeah, we'll get onto this rotor kit at the back, get that all installed, clean it up, and then yeah, test it for a fire up. Okay, new rotor kit is in. It's hard to say if the old one would have been good. I mean, probably could have got away with it, but this way I know it's done with the new one and don't have to worry about placing it anytime soon. This one does have a bit of a groove in here, which may cause me a problem just with the air pressure, but we'll see how it goes for now. And that I just sanded again, cleaned up a bit of the grime around the outside. Screw that back together. Sponge filter, air filter itself was that was pretty much seen better days. I can go bin that one. Might keep that one still. That one's not too bad. But again, I'll just use the new ones I've got, and that keep these as spares there. So yeah, we'll put that back together, and then I think we're ready for our. Actually, we'll do the pressure, set the pressure, and then I think we're good for a fire up. Okay, rotor kit is in. Air filters are in. We'll turn her on and set our PSI 5.1 for this guy again, and then I think we're ready for a test fire. Okay, sit pretty good there. I think we're ready for a test fire. Oh, let's that down. Okay, that went pretty well. I think we're set. Yeah, get some fuel, give this a test fire and see if it actually fires up. Okay, got some fuel here. Let's might be a bit high, we'll turn it down. That's better. Well, it's getting better. That's at about 3 psi right now, so that's actually running better psi than the other one. Knock that back a little bit more. That's good. That's running a lot better with the hood on and that. Cool. Awesome. Nice, easy fix. So yeah, I think all up they probably cost me, I think with the extension cords and all that, about 75 bucks a piece to fix. There, not bad. I think used maybe a couple of $100 to buy them, so new they seem a lot more. So, yeah, so on that one I just need the fix the tubes, we're good. The other one I just need that little part for the wire, and I think we're good. 2 shop heaters fixed and done. So that's about it for this one, and if you want to catch up and watch more stuff like this, subscribe, like, all that good stuff, and we will catch you later.